Hello and happy birthday to me. Today I turn 41 years old, and it's crazy. I always do a lot of reflection in general, but around certain times of the year, my birthday being one of them, I get super introspective, if you can believe that. Um, it's crazy because when I think back to when I was diagnosed at 38, I just had a whole different view of what I thought my life would be and what my life would look like. And when cancer came in, I couldn't see honestly beyond that moment. I couldn't see a week from that day. I couldn't see a month, let alone years. And here I am, almost 38, 39, like 3 years from that point, and it's like I've lived a million lives between now and then, and I've had so many different fears, so many different hopes, and it's a lot. And what I've realized is when you're in the depths of the diagnosis, the treatment, and then the thereafter, there's so much going on, and processing everything is just an impossibility, because there'll be moments now where I'll have profound sadness or profound grief and or anger. And what I'm realizing is that when you are fighting for your life, because that's what you're doing when you're diagnosed with cancer, that's what you're doing when you're in treatment, whatever you decide to do for your treatment, you are literally fighting for your life. And there are people who don't make it, right? So it's a very real thing. And I don't want people to get it confused that just because you get to treatment, it means you're going to make it out of treatment. And you truly, really are fighting for your life. And when you're in survival like that, it's impossible for you to truly digest and sit with and process the emotions, right? So that makes sense that now 2-3 years later, I have moments where things are rising to the top, because now I'm in a place of safety where I can safely take them out of the box that they've been compartmentalized in or shoved under, the subconscious in. And now I can unbox them as they come and truly sit with them and go through it. And I've decided that I am going to fully step into my role as a breast cancer recovery coach, because that's what came to me. That's oddly what I've been doing for the past year for several women that have just come to me through Lighth, through Instagram, through friends of friends, and we've become friends and we've been supporting each other. And it's just a huge gap that's just missing for women in general. And you have a lot of people on Instagram that are wonderful, that share resources, but sometimes it's just not enough, right? And I've had therapy during all of this. And what I will say, therapy is 100% a tool. And there is something to be said for the theory and the structure of that process. But I will say that my deepest moments of realization, my deepest moments of being seen and being heard and feeling have been with other survivors that truly just get it. With very little words do I have to say for them to understand what I mean, and then what that felt like and what it still means to be going through it. And I know, because I've had people reach out to me that say it's very hard for them to be there for someone because their person says, you don't get it. And I have to be honest, and I say, well, it's just not possible. Like, I'm not yet a mother. So I cannot understand what that feeling is, no matter how much I love my godchildren, no matter how much I love children, no matter how much I want to understand. I don't have anything that come from me. So I can't understand that. So that's the most raw thing that I can make the connection to when I explain that to people. So I'm not a therapist. What I offer is a space. What I offer is a structure that I myself did for myself. I wrote down for myself and I did it, and I'm going through it because it's a process, right? It's not this checkbox one and done, I'm healed, I'm great, whatever. Like that's not how it works. And what my offering is, we work together and we figure out what it is you need, right? Because what I needed may not be what you need, or needed, right? But we work together within a little bit of a structure and get you to where you need to be, process what needs to be processed. And where I am not certified in, we can find someone for that. But I think that it's super important to understand that a lived experience is far more helpful, far more productive, in my opinion, than anything else. Like I said, all of my realizations, all of my moments of just getting to the other side have been because of other women who have been through it, who have been in the trenches and have held their hand down for me and pulled me up and lifted me up. And they still continue to. I still will have days where I'm like, what is going on? What am I doing? I don't want to take this drug anymore. They're forcing me to take this drug. And like, what does that mean? I've gotten on calls last minute with people who are in the same positions, and I've had other women get on calls with me in the depths of my, despair of not wanting to do what I have to do and not feeling like I have choice. And I've met and I am meeting incredible, amazing women who are doing amazing, incredible things to help survivors. And all of this I will be sharing more on. I'm going to Dallas, I think next weekend, to go see a woman who creates nipple prosthetics for women like me who have had mastectomies and are not able to keep their nipples. And that whole mind fuck that comes with that, right? Like, that's going to be a whole nother video, a whole nother post. But the point is, I'm going to bring that to you and I'm going to share, and you're going to be in the seat with me. So I'm super happy to have you here on this journey. I'm super happy to have not necessarily figured out how I'm getting to point A to point B, but I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm 41, I'm not afraid, and I did not survive cancer to make choices in fear. I survived cancer to live here, to stand in my truth, and to be fully who I'm meant to be. So thank you for being on this journey with me. It's about to turn up, and it's about to get even more real than it has been. So thank you. Happy birthday to me. I'm super happy to be here, and I'm happy that you're here with me. Thanks.